What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continuing my dad's army journey with Captain Mannering and the rest of the boys. What adventures are going to happen on this week's? I got to stay tuned to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, go grab your snacks, because snacks is not included, damn it. You got to bring your own. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I know you guys keep asking for snacks, and I don't know, maybe one day, we'll figure it out. But I just want to thank you for accompanying me on my journey. As always, just simply being here is a lot. Those who like and comment and all that stuff, many thanks for subscribing. I'm always happy seeing it and reading it, so I thank you guys for that. Let's get this journey started. Let's get it. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go. Let's get it.
Excuse me. Mr. Mannering said he doesn't want the phone to ring during the broadcast. Oh, happy Christmas, Mr. Hodge.
And the same to you. What's going on here?
You can't come in and you mustn't make noises.
What's all this here? Napoleon trying out a new secret weapon, is he? Why was the door locked?
Don't you read the Radio Times?
I haven't got time to read all that rubbish. There's a war on.
We're taking part in the lunchtime Christmas Day programme. To absent friends, soldiers all over the Empire send their greetings.
Since when are you lot being soldiers?
We're doing the bit where it says, greetings from a Home Guard unit. Somewhere on the south coast of England. We're doing the bit just before the King's speech.
God blimey, as if he hasn't got enough to put up with. Dear oh Lord. Oh, I shan't want to miss this. I'll go and listen to it on the Verge's wireless. I'll bet you lot make a right mess of it. Oh dear, oh dear.
Taking the phone off the hook, Mr. Mannering.
Good. We don't want any interruptions. Are we through to the producer in London?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Willoughby Charlton Maxwell, and I am your producer. Now, this broadcast will be heard all over the Empire, and your section will come just before his Majesty the King's speech.
Oh. You hear that, Wilson? Just before the King's speech. What an honour.
Yes, it is indeed. It's awfully good, sir. Yeah.
Are your men all ready, Captain Mannering?
Yes, we're all ready, thank you.
Would you mind speaking into the microphone, please?
That's the microphone there, you see.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, Jones.
Now, I'd like to try a voice test. Will someone speak, please?
Yeah, you do it, Wilson.
Well, what shall I say?
Oh, don't ask me, ask him.
Right, sir. What shall I say? That's the microphone.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Will you stop doing that?
What shall I say?
Oh, anything you like. Try a nursery rhyme.
Right.
There was a young lady from Buckingham whose idea...
Right, I'll do my best. Lavender blue, dilly. Lavender green, I'll be your king, dilly. If you'll be my queen.
That was awfully good.
Was it really? I'm so glad you liked it.
You really have an excellent microphone voice.
Well, do you really think so?
Have you ever done any of this sort of thing before?
Well, as a matter of fact, I once played the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland when I was at school.
Really?
Yes.
So did I.
Did you really?
What school were you at?
Well, as a matter of fact,
Look,
I
can
went
we
to...
get on with this script, please?
Oh, Captain Mannering, I don't speak to page 7. Do you think I might be...
No, certainly not.
One more voice test, please.
I'd like to volunteer to be one more voice tester, please. Any old iron, any old iron. Oh,
I wouldn't give a tap for your old watch, old iron. Diddly-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm terribly sorry, Engineer. I'll see to that when they happen again.
Poem!
Don't worry about that.
Poem by Robert Burns. We sleeked current timorous beastie, oh, what a panic's in thy breastie. Thou needn't start away so hasty with bicker and brattle. I believe to run and chase thee with murder and pattle. Was that nice and clear? I do not want 7 more verses.
Never mind that. Get back to the place, please.
Settle down, and let's start on the script, please. And I want you to read the lines in perfectly normal, natural voices.
Hello, soldiers of the Empire. I am a Home Guard commander in charge of a platoon somewhere on the south coast of England.
And I am the sergeant. I am second in command.
And I am the lance corporal. I'm third in command.
Just a minute. Could the officer speak a little more clearly, please?
What's the matter? Can't you understand what I'm saying?
Well, the fact is you don't sound very much like an officer. Try and make your voice a little more officerish.
Sounded like Kermit.
RHQ is perched on the top of a windswept cliff looking out across the angry sea.
Just a minute. Engineer,
Yes, sir?
I shall want the sound effects in here.
Ah, yes, well, I'm afraid that's going to be a bit difficult, sir.
Why?
I had a phone call from the sound effects chappies about half an hour ago, and their van's broken down. I don't think they're going to make it.
But this is absurd.
I know.
I must have the wind and water. Captain Mannering, couldn't some of your men simulate them somehow?
Oh, I can think.
Captain Mannering, I'd like to volunteer to stimulate the surge of the sounding sea.
That was awfully good.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Mr. Mannering, could I do some seagulls, please?
Captain Mannering, shall I make wind?
Another remark like that, Walker, I shall order you off the broadcast.
Start again, please, with the sound effects.
RHQ is perched on top of a windswept cliff looking across the angry sea. And while you are eating your Christmas dinner, you are guarding half a bit lower, Pike, a bit lower. Not down there, lower your voice.
Oh, sorry.
From the ever-present threat across the channel, I decided we don't just sit here. It's time for us to go out on patrol.
On patrol, sir.
On patrol, everyone. Time for us to go out on patrol. I speak to my sergeant. Sergeant, it's time for us to go out on patrol.
Cor blimey, sir, so it is. And it ain't half cold and all. What? Well, that's what it says here.
Corporal, it's time for us to go out on patrol.
Men, it's time for us to go out on patrol.
The men now realize that it is time for them to go... Who wrote this rubbish?
I did.
Okay, now, do be very careful what you say, sir. He can hear every word, you see.
Come on, lads, we're going on patrol.
And in less time than it takes to tell, the men are marching along the cliff top in the teeth of the biting wind. Suddenly, one of them points and speaks.
What's that, Colt?
What's what?
Look, there's an object floating in the water.
Truth, so there is, and all.
Ahoy! The man's recht to the new. Ahoy!
Said Jock, our Scottish private. All eyes peered out to sea.
What can it be, what? Can it be, Sarge?
Cor blimey, Stone the Crows. It looks suspicious and all. Well, I'm terribly sorry, I don't want to be very awkward or difficult, but this doesn't seem to be written in very good English to me.
It's not supposed to be good English. It's supposed to be Cockney.
No, see, but you see, I don't speak with a Cockney accent.
Why, I naturally assumed that being a sergeant you would.
Yes, but you see, I don't, you see.
Oh, dear. Oh, look, I know what. How would it be if the sergeant played the part of the officer and the officer played the part of the sergeant?
Young man, I am the officer and he's the sergeant, and he's staying that way.
Mr. Mannering, I haven't got anything to say. Is that because I talk common like you?
Just carry on being a seagull, Pike. Right, Jones.
What can it be, what? Can it be, Sarge?
I have got an idea, sir. If you keep me covered, I will shin down the cliff, dodge between those boulders, crawl under the barbed wire and out along the jetty where I can get a closer deco. Then I will quickly shin back and give you the griff. Won't take 2 shakes from a lamb's tail.
Well, right. Scarp it out and take a quick butcher's.
I am off.
Blimey, sir. Look at the old goat go, and all.
Oh, aye. He's lapping like a wee mountain lammy.
Lammy?
I decided to take no chances. Tell the men to get under cover, Sergeant.
Right, Governor. Here, Court. Tell the men to get their flipping heads down.
You do go, you do go. Sorry, where are we?
Page 5.
Oh, right. Tikai Tai Bo, Sarge.
Tikai Tai Bo? Just a minute. Tickety-boo, tickety-boo.
Tickety-boo, Sarge. You heard what the Sarge said. Take cover.
The men moved like a smooth, well-oiled machine. Suddenly, above the sound of the surf, we heard the faint cry of Godfrey's voice.
All clear.
We heaved a deep sigh of relief.
Yeah.
All right. It was a false alarm, but it could have been a Nazi submarine. So give us a thought as you're tucking into your Christmas dinners. Think of us, the men of Britain's Home Guard, who are on constant watch day and night. Simple men, shopkeepers, factory workers, butchers, bakers.
And undertakers. James Fraser, 91 High Street, Warmington, and see reasonable price at home.
That'll do.
Coons extra.
Be quiet. Men from all walks of life. We seek no reward. We only do our duty, content in the knowledge that our children and our children's children will grow up to be free men and women.
And children.
Christmas greetings and good wishes to and from British citizens wherever they may be. We give you the toast, absent friends.
Yeah, it's getting a bit late, isn't it, sir?
Yes, it is. We ought to be on the air by now.
Yeah.
What's happened?
I can't quite make it out. Nothing's coming through. But don't worry. I'm just waiting for the standby light. Should be through at any moment.
Just think, Mr. Mannering. You'll be the last one to speak before the King. Do you think he'll be listening?
Oh, yes, undoubtedly. And the Queen, and Princess Elizabeth, and Princess Margaret Rose. God bless them.
We're gonna wang out.
What happened to you lot, then? Quiet, will you? We're just about to go on the air.
You're talking about it's all over. I've just been listening to the King's speech on the wireless. Oh, Mother Riley's Christmas party's on now.
Oh, Mother Riley.
Yeah.
Awfully sorry, chaps. Hong Kong overran. Had to cut you out. We couldn't keep His Majesty waiting.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Like it.
What have you been doing all this time, then?
Something I want to say. And I want you to listen very carefully. Are you listening?
Yes, I'm here.
We got to steal a line from my boy Fraser. The fact that they wasn't listening to my boys, I think that was utter rubbish, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of great lines, break and win. Godfrey, great moments. We're going to switch screens in a second to talk about it. But, man, we got a lot of these characters getting couple seconds or, within the time, couple of minutes to shine, a little bit of each. We're missing a few that would have been also cool to see get a little bit of moments since they don't really get much, but we'll talk about it in a second. 1 second. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you all. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you had a laugh. I enjoyed it. 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, number one, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I got a question. Mr. Mannering, I ain't got any lines, essentially. Is that because I talk common like you? Oh, my God, man. Pike ripping him there for a second. Some great moments, some great lines. I felt like Wilson was living for the moment there when the gentleman on the microphone essentially was like, yeah, let's switch roles. And you could just see. And this is what I like about Wilson. A lot of times he's always lighting up, or he's that guy that definitely would like the last laugh, because that laugh that he did, that that was so, to me, listen, that was gangster to me. That was hilarious, funny. Wilson has his moments. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He's getting complimented by the guy. And I really enjoyed it because he's getting complimented, but before that, a little bit earlier on, Wilson has a way. I don't know. It almost feels like sometimes he bonds very quickly with certain people and shit. And in this case, he's bonding with the guy on the microphone essentially, and you can see that it's pissing off Mr. Mannering and shit. He's like, all right. He's always got to do something like that to kind of stop the momentum, to bring them all down back to reality for a moment. But you know, when Wilson's getting just a little bit of shine or just a little bit of attention, you guys remember when they were at that the special event, and then he was bonding with the dude from like the school or whatever, something along that lines, and. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, Mannering gets a little bit kind of, what do you describe it, a little jealous. Again, remember, like Pike was saying, he talks common and shit, and even the guy in the microphone cannot discern the guy's rank and shit. So, I'm not going to lie, when he did that voice, man, he sounded like Kermit the Frog. I wish I could get a little sound effect of how Kermit sounds, but man, he was sounding like Kermit the Frog on this one. Pike just cracks me up. Yeah, can you go a little lower and shit? He starts going lower. He's doing that, these sound effects. Then you got freaking my boy Jonesy. Do all these crazy sound effects. And one thing I think Mannering, when he was talking about jobs and shit, and every job I feel like has its place. Every job is important from, something that maybe some people might look down upon on certain jobs. I think every job is very important. I don't know, the garbage man, the mailman, whatever job that maybe might look, those aren't looked down upon, but there are certain jobs that maybe people look a little bit down on. But I think every job is important. And ladies and gentlemen, for my boy Frazier, you cannot forget the Undertaker. He was amazing on the microphone there. We enjoyed the little goofs that they do. Mannering is turning around to talk. This is probably going to cut out a little bit, but he's turning around to talk like that and shit. He's turning around. And the mic, turn around. The microwave's the microwave. The microphone is the other way. So this shows you how easy it is to goof up. I goof up all the time, just like my boys. I really enjoyed when Jonesy was hitting the shit, the microphone, and the guy's like, stop that, essentially. A little random moments and stuff, but, with that guy having that damn headset on, he's got it, loud and buzzing in his ear, and he did it not once, he did it twice, so Jonesy cracks me up. You got... One thing I would have liked, again, I feel like a lot of the characters, or at least the ones that we saw, had a few moments to shine. It would have been cool. I don't think we saw them, but for Sponge to get a little bit of love, man. I know there is a more emphasis on, a lot of the characters, shine a lot. The Walkers, the Wilsons, Jonesy, Godfrey. But it would have been cool, because it's a small kind of gig here with this, but an incredible honor, man. I love the I can't do it as well as he did. Pikey doing it in the beginning as well to the warden coming in. Pikey was like, "Happy Christmas!" He's all excited and shit. This guy coming in, all like guns blazing and shit. Warden be coming in a little bit, comes in a little hot sometimes. But I think this was something I needed to see. Everything that is Dad's Army related, we got to see. But I was happy to see it, but I was needing a laugh. That's what I'm trying to get at right now. I was needing a laugh, and I feel like it delivered. Again, you got a chance to see a little bit of moment of each of these guys reading it. Wilson does have a magical reading voice. It sounds very elegant. It sounds very classy. Frazier has a great reading voice too. Jonesy cracking me up. Godfrey, coming in his moments. I don't have to read until like page 7 or some shit. You think I could be? No. Freaking Mandarin already know. We all know what he's trying to say. And it just was a very enjoyable minute. When these guys were making all sound effects and shit, I thought I heard it wrong. I think he said make win, but I thought he said break and win and shit. That's what I initially thought in the moment there. But I believe he said make win. But I was thinking he was the one thing that Walker does time and time again, and you see it with the way he interacts with Mr. Mannering. He's always winding him up. So at the end of the day, you know, that's the way it is. That's the way their relationship is. He's always winding up like, man, you know, Mandarin want to kick his ass a little bit, but that's what makes Walker special. Hell of a great actor, hell of a great performance. You let me know which performance was the standout for you, but I want to give shine to all of them. I really think they all did a good job. You know, amazing job, funny moments, and you know, it's good to see this. I'm glad to see this, and I've just been enjoying overall, you know, the Dad's Army journey. It is a gem of a show. Memorable characters, funny moments, and yeah, I mean, you know, we're gonna be continuing our journey. We got more, way more to be checking out, so you'll have to stay tuned to find out. To basically, essentially, you know, hang out with us on the journey. It's been a great, you know, reading a lot of your comments. I thank you all for that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Absolutely free to do. Shout out to the patrons as well. Thank you so much for your support. Helps out the channel tremendously. We will see you soon. Take care. Be well. Enjoy your weekend. As always, just let's see if we can point at it. Yeah, close enough. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. See you soon. Peace.